Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello.
If we can become a plant. In April of 2019, I decided to go all plant based, and boy, am I glad I did. It literally changed my life. That year, I realized that I had no more seasonal allergies that I had suffered with since a young child. I had no more chronic back pain that I had suffered with for years. I had so much energy. I had lost 55 pounds, and at the time of this video, almost 4 years later, I've kept it off. I learned that there were so many people just like me who had reversed diseases, cancer, type 2 diabetes, and so much more. I researched and found out this is what our bodies were meant to eat. It created a passion in me to want to tell other people about it. I found out that animals were being tortured in the meat and dairy industry, and this information was covered up. Not to mention how going plant based can help the environment. Most people don't realize how many delicious plant based foods there are. Check out my videos where I share my favorites. If you're ready to get healthy and heal, I'm here to help. Veg Out with JJ. Please like and share this video. Thank you for your support. Hello and welcome to Meatless Monday. It is March the 20th, and we are excited to be here with you. Thank you for joining. Thank you to everyone who is listening in live. Thank you to everyone who is catching this on the replay. I just ended up playing that. Oops, it sounds like I can hear the sound maybe. Oh, there it goes. Um, I ended up playing that video at the beginning because it actually is a little bit easier than I didn't want to bore everyone with telling my story all over again. Not that it's boring though, because it's very important to know some of the positive health changes I've had so that if you have things going on, if you have any type of issues that you're having health wise, it is the best thing that you can do to go plant based. As you can see, I got rid of allergies, chronic back pain. I've lost 55 pounds. I've got more energy than I've ever had, even really since I was a kid. I don't think I had this much energy. It's just a super good feeling, and one of the things that Sorry about that. A little bit of a technical issue. I had a bit of a echo going on. I could hear myself talking. Not that I don't mind listening to the replay, but I think everybody doesn't like their voice at some point or another, even when you listen to it, right? It's like, oh, do I sound like that? But it was weird because I could hear what I was saying. Oh, Buddha, you can't hear? Was it before or can you still not hear? Okay, she can hear. Good. Thank you. Hi, Buddha. Buddha 1000 in the house. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Um, I'm so excited to see everybody here. Buddha, thank you for joining in and listening to the Meatless Monday. She is an awesome fan of J&J Video Reacts. She is always number one person, usually first person in the chat, and I'm excited that you've came over and listened to Meatless Monday with us. One of the things I was saying that's so important, the reason I want to get this out there is because when I realized that after so many years of struggling with allergies and back pain and, going up and down on weight, it was so exciting for me to be able to like not have those things happening anymore, and it was almost like a miracle of sorts. And not only that, but I've heard other people that have like reverse things that were going on with them, and we just never think it's the food we're eating, that can actually create such a difference. Like there was always a disconnect for me. Obviously I knew food helped you lose weight. I knew if, I thought if I ate low fat I would end up losing weight, but nothing ever seemed really sustainable to me until like kind of made sense and simplified things. Like I can eat as much as I want. I can just eat all of these great fruits and vegetables and beans and rice. Like tonight I'm going to have like this huge salad. I'm going to have pinto beans and rice and sweet potatoes, and also probably for dessert I'll have like oatmeal with like bananas and blueberries. It's just like there's so much that you can eat that you don't realize. Oh, actually, I have some tofu too. I might make barbecue tofu or something like that tonight. It's just you have like different options, just like you had options with your meat and you season up and eat it. It's the same with this. But one thing that I am really, really fond of doing is eating that one big salad, that raw salad, because I find that the raw food, before you cook any of the nutrients out of it, that's what's going to give you the biggest boost of not being able to get sick. It gives you a lot of antioxidants. That's what gives you the energy. It reduces inflammation. Like, broccoli reduces inflammation if you have any type of pain, that can help that. If you eat a lot of cabbage, that gives you like the best chance to fight getting sick if you have any type of infection. Celery, I was saying in my celery juice video, it actually narrows the pathways so that it can make your circulation better. So like I know before I started eating a lot of celery, if I would sit at my desk, my feet would start to get numb. But now that doesn't happen anymore. The more raw foods and things that I ate, it's like the other day I felt like I was getting something going on with my throat. Immediately I knew, okay, I need to throw in lemon, ginger, and I meant to put that in the post today too, what to drink with your meal. If you drink lemon and ginger water and let it sit and circulate through, it'll be the best thing you can do. It really does prevent you from getting sick, and even if you feel something coming on, it's gonna.
It's like peroxide for the body.
Yes, it detoxifies, right? Well,
Yep.
here I go rambling. Welcome, J&J Video. I love the little cartoon image that you put um on this thumbnail that we're.
You mean this
Yes,
one?
base is not expensive. I came up with this just really quick before we get into um, introducing everything. I came up with this because I'm on a beginner vegan page, and I must have saw like 20 posts that said, "Is eating plant basics? Is this is going to be expensive? Is this going to be too much? I don't know if I can afford being plant based." And like the craziest thing I think of is, as we all think that we all want to think, "Oh my gosh, this is going to be a lot of money," because you've always seen like those like organic foods cost more and this and that, but the biggest thing that I realized when you go whole food plant-based, if you're not trying to buy like, oh, all the Gardein frozen products and all that stuff, if you buy vegetables and beans and rice and, tofu is not that expensive at all if you have that. It's like all the different combinations you can make, mushrooms. I mean, this stuff is cheap. That's some of the cheapest stuff you can buy. Like, you can buy a tomato for 40 cents, you know? The meat and the dairy, look how high, like, eggs are and stuff now. Like, that stuff is what's costing a lot of money. Your bill, if you thought about it, it'd almost be like you were trying to save money if you did this. I just wanna get some beans and rice, like, 2 of the
Right.
cheapest things you can buy, right? So,
Yep.
welcome in J&J Video Reacts. Dawn, tell us, are you ready for your salad challenge?
I am ready. I am ready for the salad challenge. I'm going to do it at least 30 days minimum.
That is excellent. So, what is the salad challenge? Basically, because I've put together this mix of vegetables that I've been eating now. This is my fourth year coming up. April 5th we're going to have a big celebration on April 10th. I'm going to do a drawing for some people who've played games in my group and little contests and commented on things. But April 5th will be 4 years vegan. So, we got to have a vegan anniversary party. I think the 10th is the next one after that, so we gotta do it. But I've
You want to play the salad challenge video that you made?
Yes, but what I was gonna say first is the reason I chose these particular items is because
What's up, Buddha?
Buddha's here, right? I was excited. She couldn't even wait to see us till Takeover Tuesday this time. But if anybody's listening, we'll talk about it later, but come over to J&J Video Reacts tomorrow if you like reality TV for the
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Takeover
yeah.
Tuesday, or is it Tuesday Takeover? I always say it backwards.
Tuesday takeover. Doesn't matter.
But yeah, let's play the video, and then I'll ramble about the salad.
Sound good.
It is time for the Veg Out with JJ Salad Challenge. Who's coming with me? Are you ready to have my one big super salad every evening with me? You might be thinking, though, why? Why should I have that salad with you, JJ? I'm going to tell you, if you're ready to take control of your health, if you're ready to lose weight and keep it off, if you're ready to feel more energy than ever, if you're ready to start to prevent and reverse diseases, if you're ready to stop chronic pain and inflammation that you might be dealing with, if you're ready to let the food that you're eating be fuel for your body and be healing and boosting your immunity and preventing you from getting sick instead of the opposite, which the meat and dairy are doing. Let's get started on at least have this one raw super salad with me every evening. I'm going to tell you exactly what's in it and make it super easy for you. I hope you'll join me. I am so excited to hear your positive health changes. So that is the salad challenge. I am challenging everyone to do that. Oh, thanks for putting that up. I wanted to say I just became a certified plant-based ambassador with We Did It Health, which is a really great organization. They have a lot
Woo!
of I finished I passed my test, so I get to and basically what they do is they help other people who have had positive changes in their plant-based journey, whether it be that they spiritually feel better because they're, really a lot of animal activists, let's just say, and then they also experience positive health changes, or they've had like, they've reversed disease, or they just feel better, or they've lost weight, whatever it is. They help you with how to present that information to other people so that you can better coach people on how to transition and not do it in a way that's pushing people, because the last thing we can do is, really be able to the last thing we can do is be able to change people's mind and tell people what to do. We are all adults. We're going to eat and do whatever we want. And the biggest thing is all we can do is tell our story and help people if they want to, want to do that. And hopefully at some point in time, everybody will be able to experience positive health changes. Buddha said, I will definitely try a modified salad challenge. Well, I will take that. Let's do the modified. I like it. You modify it to like, I modify mine different than Dawn's because my salad does not include onions. I know I need to grow up and eat onions, but I know they're really good for me. It's already big. I already got a lot of great stuff in there. I don't do it. But you want to talk about,
Let's go, Buddha.
let's do it. And Dawn does her modified salad challenge too. I don't think she puts everything in that I do, but as long as you're getting some basic things, I will say if you can have sprouts, that's one of the things that will be so good for you. I love alfalfa sprouts and mung bean sprouts. So basically, what goes in the salad is lettuce and then spinach, and then we have cabbage and olives and carrots, fresh corn on the cob, sprouts, both of those kind of sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, mung bean sprouts, broccoli. Of course, we've got the
Tomato,
tomato, and then cucumber and celery. And I've been doing black olives and olives and the
regular
regular green
manzanilla olives.
pimento stuffed ones. Yeah, I love those. They're two of the things, and then avocado, of course, and you can do kale if you want. Did I say carrots already?
I don't think you did.
And carrots, of course. But I have a full list that I can share with you on the comments here, and we'll put it in the description. I did today on the Facebook group Veganology. If anyone's listening and is on Facebook, join the group. We're always sharing recipes and information that comes out, different videos and documentaries, and health benefits of different fruits and vegetables. Um, Okay, so avocado, and then what else was I just talking about? Corn, and then I just was talking about something else, and the olives. So what they are is like healthy fats that if you're really new at this and you're trying to increase your intake of the raw salad, or maybe you're somebody who wants to go all raw like I did in the beginning to really cleanse your system, then you want to make sure that you are filling up. So what I would do is add some healthy fats in. Like I would add in some walnuts, and not too many. You don't want to overdo it on nuts, or um, also like cashews. I love cashews, so I used to put like maybe 5 or 6 walnuts or 5 or 6 cashews with the salad because it kind of tends to be a healthy filling fat that can, if you're not used to eating just vegetables, eventually, though, we were talking about this, your taste buds, you won't even need dressing on it. Like it'll get to a point where once you clear out all the other processed foods and things, you're going to start to like appreciate the taste of the vegetables and the fruits, and it will begin to be like something you're actually craving, like that freshness. You know how it is when, oh, and I forgot snow peas. That's the other thing. I could not think of that last thing. Um, but it's a pretty big salad, as you can see by that picture. Um, and we both do this where we go, I always have the salad, but then like I'll have rice and beans, or like last night I made sort of like chili with it. I did beans and just put a bunch of veggies in it and some chili powder, and it was really good. I had that with like avocado inside a little salad, inside a little lettuce wrap. So you can get creative with it. You can do different things. Like my meals tend to be kind of boring, but a lot of people have these great plant-based recipes that they do. I just like eating the same thing mostly every night. I think a lot of people do though, you know.
Yeah, I do. I don't like to switch it up too much. It just gets like it's easier when you just create the habit of eating the same thing. Then you take a lot of the thought process out of it. You know what I mean? You're not
Exactly.
worried so much about, where you're like how much you're eating, or, if it's the same thing. Wait a minute, where am I? If it's the same thing, then it kind of makes it easier for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but
So what do you
You know what?
feel is the best
I
benefit?
like to keep it simple. I do lettuce, and then the bags of kale and spinach, the baby kale and baby spinach mix. I eat that. I throw some of that in there. Onions, of course, red onions, cucumber, and what else did I put you in? I think that's it. Lettuce, tomato, cucumber, onion, kale and spinach and lettuce. That's it. Well, I said lettuce. But and that just keeps it simple. You know what I mean? Throw some balsamic vinaigrette on there. I'm good to go. Or a little bit of plant-based ranch, either or. Sometimes I mix the two of them, and I just keep it simple. I don't put the corn and the sprouts and all of that in there. I used to. Jen used to just make a salad for both of us, and we would eat that. And then I started looking at Dr. Sebi, and he put out a list of alkaline foods to get your body more aligned with the earth. And a lot of that stuff wasn't on there. Broccoli, it surprised me. Spinach, kale was on there, lettuce was on there, tomato. And I'm like, you know what? I love that stuff, and that stuff is good for you for different reasons because Jen has a whole slew of what each of those things does for you. So all of them have benefits. But me, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it simple with that stuff. And then the other stuff I eat, sometimes I'll munch on some carrots, or when I'm making like when I'm doing my stir fry, my cabbage stir fry, I'll put carrots in that, mung bean sprouts in it. When I eat plant based sandwiches, like with the tofurkey, I'll put the alfalfa sprouts on that. So I do eat that other stuff, but when I'm eating my salad at night, I keep it simple.
That's hey, whatever works for you.
Yeah,
I think that what with the alkaline diet though, from what I've read, and I was talking about this before, when you're eating the actual meat
yeah,
and dairy, the body doesn't have the right pH level alkaline to break that stuff down. So as long as you're eating the fruits and vegetables, in
I
my
just ate a
opinion,
banana.
you end up getting you have the right that's how what we're supposed to break down. So
Yeah,
you can go on different types of some people believe in the alkaline diet and things, and everybody can do it their own way. You're still 100% going to be healthier if you eliminate meat and dairy from your diet. You're not
yep.
going to be running the high risk of cancers and
And drink a ton of this.
hormones. Yes, water is so important. You just made me take a drink. You didn't tell me you were coming on camera. I should have set up my webcam. Um, but the I might be able to
I
do it
usually come
if we
on
take a
camera
break.
though. Well, I mean, yeah. Sometimes I
Yes.
come on, sometimes I don't, but I'm usually always on my show, so I'm like, why not?
Why not, right? I know. I think I came on last
I
week. It
feel
was a pretty
good,
good
man. I
show.
worked out today for the first time in 3 months.
That's another thing
Woo!
that is really important is staying, active too. I mean, what you'll have so much energy, it'll actually make you want to work out
Yeah, man,
instead of
I
not
missed
wanting to
it.
work out.
I missed it. I was doing a lot of fasting, and working out and fasting don't mix well. They say it's good to work out in a fasted state, but it's a lot easier to do extended fasts, which are things that I like to do when you're not working out because the body just it needs that period of rest. And when you work out, that makes you want to eat. You know what I mean? Because you got
Mhm.
that appetite, that metabolism is going. It's got to burn something, and it's burning the fat. But if you're just getting into it, that's not going to be enough. You know what I
Right.
mean? You're going to want to munch on something. So it's easier for me not to work out. So I had to really get myself out of the workout mode in order to do that. But once I did, man, now it's been what, 3 months. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me get my ass back in the habit of working out because it's very easy for me to just click it right back on and then just go for a year straight without missing. So today was the first day and it felt so good. So yeah, I've got a lot of energy. I'm starting the intermittent fasting today. So 20 hours of fasting and then my big salad at night and then some blueberries or some fruit or something for dessert. And then that's it. I'm not eating from 9 p.m. to 5 p.m. the next day. That's my new regimen. With Monday through Friday workout.
That sounds good. So
Hardcore, baby.
what I've been I used to not it's like I go through phases with that. I love to be in a fasted state too. So like in the morning, we take something called moringa, which has like a lot of vegetables and vegetables, so a lot of nutrients in it. Like basically, it has
Minerals,
like
vitamins,
it has like more, iron than spinach, and what it
more
tends to
vitamin
do
C
for
than
me.
oranges.
Yeah, it's got like everything in it. It is one of the definitely the world's best kept secrets, like superfoods. And
It's a
not only does it
superfood.
do that, it's a big antioxidant. Like people that take that, including me, I don't know, it could be a combination of everything, but
Anti-inflammatory, anti-aging. It helps your hair grow. Good for the skin. You name it, moringa is good for it. And you can get it in a powder form or you can get it in pill form. You can even have moringa seeds, the oil from the seeds, the bark from the moringa tree. Every part of the moringa tree, and it's called the tree of life, can be consumed or used in some type of way. Me personally, I don't have the seeds or the tree. I want to grow a tree. And they grow, no, they like, you could take a branch off of somebody's moringa tree and just put it in some dirt and you'll have a tree sprout out within a couple months. No cap. So I'm like, there's no, this tree is like, they call it
the
also the
tree of
miracle
life, right?
tree of life, the miracle tree,
Drumstick tree,
the
I think I've
drumstick
heard it called.
tree works for me. I'm a drummer. So I'm like, this was the thing for me. And I started drinking it 6 years ago. And Jen started drinking it with me. And we have not been sick. I don't even have to knock on wood. I'm going to do it anyway, but I don't even have to knock on wood because we literally have not been sick in like 5, 6 years since we've been drinking this on a regular basis. Just put 2 teaspoons of the powder in a bottle of water. Well, 2 teaspoons of powder in a bottle of water like this. Guzzle that thing down. Back it up with a clear water as a chaser. You're good to go. I'm telling you, that gets you through your day. It's got every vitamin and mineral known to man. Magnesium, potassium, all of those minerals are packed in that powder.
And if you really think about it, whether you're doing like what I do, where I just like to, I do it basically for energy. Obviously, some people do intermittent fasting for weight loss, but I enjoy those longer periods of time because it gives me like a lot of energy and focus. But that does tend to keep me, it's almost like an appetite suppressant because you're getting all those nutrients in. I
Yeah.
find that it does help you eat less throughout the day. And then, like you said, drink lots and lots of water.
Yep.
A lot of people on a plant based diet, though, enjoy oatmeal. I end up eating it at night for my dessert, but oatmeal is a really good, like, dense food. If you're used to eating in the morning, you can eat oatmeal, and it's like you can make it so interesting that you don't even need those. And it's cheaper too when you do it this way. Just buy the oats, like I've been the rolled oats, organic oats. It's like comes in a big container, and when like what I do is I've been putting it put a little bit of water, put the oats in, then you can just throw in like raisins, dates, um, and cook it with that in it so it kind of gets that sugar. I put cinnamon in it, and you're getting all that without the like added sugar. That's, you know what I mean? You're
That's
actually
good.
getting like natural things sweetening it.
Look
Dates
at
are like an
you.
excellent sweetener. And then I put like some bananas on top and then some blueberries. Like you can really like load it up.
Yep.
The other night I did like I did like
Throw
a
some walnuts in
smoothie
it.
with all that stuff. Walnuts, yes. I was putting cashews in it last night. That's a good point. But like I even took all of that. Like I've been doing a midday smoothie when I get really hungry, and midday for me is like 4 o'clock. I do like I put in a half a banana, blueberries, some vanilla soy or vanilla almond milk, and it just mixed it up, and like 5 cashews and like in the food processor and blended it up really good.
She counts the
Man, it has a
cashews.
really good taste. I'm like, that's what you do when you go to the casino though. You have to cash your money in. What do you get when you Oh my gosh, you knew a joke
Woo!
was coming.
Boom. She'll be here
But
all week.
yeah, it's so fun, like how and then like at night you get so excited about this like salad. It's almost like an experience while I'm making it. And people are like, "Why don't you make the salad ahead of time?" And I'm like, "Cuz that's kind of my fun part. Every night I listen to a video, and this is what I did like the whole time when I first started going plant-based, when like you said, when I used to make both of the salads,
Yep.
I would literally spend time, I'm just shaving my carrot, shaving the carrots, carrots,
She would
cutting
be
the
chilling. Just
celery, and I would
yeah.
listen to, like, every night. One night it was health benefits of celery, another night it was Dr. Milton Mills, a lecture that he did on, nutrition, and, I mean, like, it was almost like I was
What
in
was that one you
school.
used to
I
listen
still do
to?
it.
It was like health news or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking. Now there is a station called Plant Based News that's really good, but it was called oh, I know what you're talking about, and they stopped making new videos, but I know exactly what you mean.
Like they would come up with all kinds of things that were happening around the world, like different vegan restaurants that opened in France or something
Yeah.
like that. I remember that. That was
This
good.
is a similar one, plant-based news that I found, but the other one, I'll come up with the name by next week. But it's just so fun. Like once you get into it, you start, and I would like look up, I reversed disease with a plant-based diet, and you'd hear all these testimonials of people, and then you start listening into like the documentaries and like what happens with
You
animals,
know
and
what I
you,
stopped putting in my salad? I'm looking at the background here. That red pepper. I
yeah,
used to put red pepper in my salad too. That was another thing that was alkaline that went along with it. I need to start back doing that. I bet that would
yeah,
be
I think I might start
yeah,
putting
red
some
pepper.
pepper.
Let's
I
get some
have
red
those
pepper.
banana peppers that you can have some of if you think that'll be kind of similar to it tonight. Since you're starting, I'm excited to have a salad buddy.
Yeah, your salad buddy is back. I've been eating a lot of the processed stuff. I've been eating like lately I've been eating Beyond Burgers, but I was making something different. I wasn't really feeling the raw, so I was doing my cabbage stir fry where I just cut up a bunch of cabbage and some onion and some throw some sprouts in there and some carrots and just fry that up in a little bit of avocado oil. You don't want to get too much oil, but avocado is like one of the healthiest if you're going to use it. And fry that up and just chow down on that, you know what I mean, with no meat. And then lately I just I had a taste last week for meat. So I got some tofurkey lunch meat and I would make some sandwiches, a couple of Beyond, but I just felt like
Yeah,
eating
she
that
went on
stuff.
a junk food vegan kick.
I did.
That's what
I
happened.
did, and I am ready to get raw now. I'm done. I don't even feel like the cabbage. I just want some straight up salad, just for
Mhm.
like a good month. Just
Well,
clean
like,
out.
and your body will like kind of do that
It's time.
sometimes.
It'll be like, okay, ma, let me get some salad in me now. It's been a little while since we've had that stuff, so yeah, and they look forward to it. You know,
Yeah, and that's the great thing about it is what I was
anything.
reading you something like that, and it's easy to shop. Just buy a bunch of stuff and become creative with it.
Hmm.
It's like the one of the things that people like it's all these myths that happen like, oh, it's going to be too hard, but it's like if you think about it, you're giving up a couple of different things. You're giving up like pork, chicken, and what else do people eat? Beef, chicken, and pork. Really, what other meats are there? I mean, other than like
Seafood.
the seafood, and like processed meats, which are the World Health Organization has now classified as back in 20 what 18 I think it was, but it's really hidden. You can Google it, World Health Organization, and then look up carcinogen and processed meat. They're like class 1 and class 2 for red meat. Like those kind of things are causing issues with us. They're causing insulin resistance. They're giving us type 2 diabetes. They're providing.
Where'd you go? Because you sound like you're speaking towards the other way.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm still here. Maybe my microphone went out. Can you hear it?
Yeah, but you're low. We can hear you, but it's like you turned around and started speaking towards the tree. Is what it
Hmm.
sounds like.
How about that? Is that better?
Still sounds the same, but I mean we can hear you.
That's weird. You remember that happened to your sound? I plugged the webcam in. Let me unplug it. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. That's weird, isn't it? I wonder why that would have made a difference. I was gonna come on camera with you, but does that work? Did it get low again?
It got low again.
So strange.
Huh.
For now.
Weird. But we can still hear you though.
Oh, okay. It's just
Yeah.
lower.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now
I
see,
got
now that sounds like a podcast mic when you're like how you're doing right there.
you. Okay. Now it sounds like not a podcast, Mike.
Now it sounds like not a podcast, but we can hear you though, so don't worry about
We could
it.
go back. It'll be like Abbott and Costello
Yeah,
over and over.
it's not that big a deal.
What I'll do in a second is reset it. But yeah, I love watching. When now you are going to going on the salad kick because, like you said, it will automatically bring your energy levels up. And I know, like, after we both do this for a while, I know you said to me before, like, some of the things that you feel are that you just feel like lighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Better and more energy. What else do you notice happens? I know for me, skin.
clarity. My tends to stay clearer,
Hmm.
um, and like just clarity in like focus and thought. And just being able to just stick to like a workout regimen or like yoga, you know what I mean, just having energy to be able to do that stuff, not to mention having the flexibility to be able to do that stuff, because when you put good stuff in your body and you exercise it and move it and do all the things that you did when you were younger, it keeps you able to do those things. So yeah, it's like, sometimes I remember your mom was down here on Christmas one year, and we were taking a picture, and I got down on the floor and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "How the hell do you get down on the floor? Aren't you in your fit? Like, how do you get down on the floor like that and just pop back up?" But I don't feel like I'm the age that I am. I feel like me,
Yeah,
whatever that is. You know what I mean? And I'm the same me that I've always been. So in my mind, I haven't registered that I've gotten older. I'm just
yeah,
me. So I still do the things that I used to do, that I've always done, not even used to. It's like, because I still do those things.
yeah.
I still get on the bike and bang out an hour like I did when I was 21, in the
Hmm.
gym. So it's like, if I can still do that stuff, why not continue to do it? And that lets you know your body is telling you, yeah, if you keep that up, I'll keep doing that for you. You want to still do this? Okay, yeah, let's do that. It's a lot of it is mental. Look, life is 90% mental, right? So, and that's another thing that people need to realize about going plant-based and about doing this. It helps with cognitive diseases as you get older. Something somebody said, and shout out to ADT. There's somebody in the group that unfortunately has recently been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and it's Lee, the Australian guy, and he said that lack of dopamine is something that people with Parkinson's suffer from. I was like, what? Lack of dopamine. So that's another thing. I'm like, girl, you better get your ass back on that bike and that total gym, because working out releases endorphins and serotonin and dopamine. And if I'm sitting around all the time and I'm not doing that stuff, then I don't get the dopamine releases like I was getting when I was working out on the regular. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do that.
Right.
Let's get that back going, because I don't want to be all of a sudden coming up and I'm starting to have symptoms of whatever, you know what I mean, because I dropped my workout.
Yeah.
So it always helps to continue to do things like that, and that way your body will reward you with the ability to continue to do it.
Yeah, it's like it kind of all plays into a part. If you're wanting to get started, I think what people do is I want to start working out, but next thing you know, if you're not at a point where you can like feel enough energy to work out, it kind of goes all hand in hand. I know,
Yeah,
like, when you're eating right, it's giving your body the fuel to, like you said, have that focus and discipline that's going to put you in the mood to want to work out. But the important thing about it is not to look at this like oh, I can't have this, or I can't have that, or I got to eat these boring vegetables. To look at it like more like an adventure, like I'm going in, I've got all these tons of things, these new creations I can put put together with food. I can now be creative with spices and things. I know I was watching a video. I actually reached out to see if she would be interested in doing an interview. There's a lady that I was watching. She'd only been plant based for 30 days and already started a YouTube channel doing videos because she felt so excited about what this was doing for her. And she was talking about how like she's never enjoyed food as much as she's been now, and she was talking about what she had for dinner. And like just it seems like something you have to kind of go into, just like it is with working out. You have to think about, oh, this is how good I'm going to feel when I'm moving around. I get those endorphins, like you said, the dopamine going. And when you're looking into a plant-based diet, I mean, go to the store, you buy all these vegetables. Oh, I posted on my page too. There's a $20 off Instacart and a $20 off Walmart coupon on there that I got these codes from like my referral link. So you don't even have to go out of the house to buy your salad stuff
Get it
if you don't
delivered.
want to.
We
Just
do.
get it delivered. That's what I do, right? And you can pick it out and they bring it right up to the door. Water too, right? So
Yep.
I so like when you have your salad, you're gonna want to drink a little lemon and ginger water. Don't drink or eat too much of the ginger because it does lower your blood pressure. So if you're someone who's already taking blood pressure medication, you don't want to eat too much of it. But that's just, I didn't know that at first. And I'm like, definitely the cool thing about it is when you start to heal your body naturally, everything gets in balance. Like when you're putting in exactly what our bodies were meant to have, which we talk about this like each week though, but if you look at the digestive tract, how it's set up, and you look at that of an animal that eats fruits, nuts and seeds, plant-based herbivore, and you look at a meat eater, we're completely different. And like we always talk about, like putting diesel in your car when it takes unleaded, if you put in what your body is meant to have, it's going to repair itself, it's going to heal itself, it's going to put you at your optimal weight no matter how much you eat. Last night I ate 2 sweet potatoes, a whole entire thing of those little packets of rice. I ate some of the jackfruit barbecue, a little bit of tofu, some chili. I mean, I ate
A little bit of
oatmeal for
everything.
dessert,
Smorgasbord.
and some sauerkraut. Like I had all kinds of stuff because I had listened to thing that you need fermented foods for your gut. So I keep adding stuff on, and like all this stuff, and I don't gain any weight. It is really because you're putting the right stuff in there, the whole grain, whole food, plant-based foods is not, like meat and dairy is really all the stuff that is putting the weight on us and making us feel bad and causing us to, instead of putting like all this powerhouse of fruits and vegetables that's going to stop cancer cells from growing, you're putting things in there that's okay. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Okay, sugar and fat. Yeah, that's going to make them grow. So, if you start to have something going on with you, if you have chronic pain and you start putting all these foods like that are in my salad that reduce inflammation, all of a sudden you're going to start to move around better. Like what happened to me after like 30 days, I had none. Like the back pain was just gone. And it was just like, is this really for real happening? And I think that's why I'm so eager to always tell everybody about this, because it's like no one else is going to tell you. I mean, not like you're not going to turn on the TV and see that. And if people are reversing cancer and they're reversing type 2 diabetes and they're, reversing asthma and different skin conditions and everything they're selling medication for, think about it. Like that's probably not in the best interest of the industry. It's not in the best interest of the TV station probably, because the other people are paying 90% of the advertising bill. So they don't, it's like it's out there, but you have to do the research. And I always say you've got to take control of your health. And I'm really proud of you, Dawn, for doing
Thank you, sweeties. You're my inspiration.
that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel good. And it's like the workout thing, like I mentioned before, it's easier to start a habit if you've already done it. It's easier to restart it than it is to create a new habit. And eating plant based is something that you and I have been doing for years now. So it's not hard to go back to it,
But it's
to
hard
the
for
raw.
people to change, like you said.
Yeah, to change from scratch, it is. It is. But when you have muscle memory and you've already done it, it's a lot easier. So get it started and get the habit going. People create new habits every day, and it takes a good 30 days to create a habit. So if you do this and eat this way for 30 days, it'll become like you don't have to think about it. You would
Right.
just automatically gravitate towards things that cater to that lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
without even having to think about it, because it becomes who you are and you don't have to think about being you. So if you do something for 30 days and make it part of your core and part of your fiber, then you're going to automatically just know what to do on a daily basis. You're not going to have to think about it. It's not going to take effort, you
Right.
know?
Exactly. I felt rude because you were on camera and I wasn't. So I'm like, let me come on and talk for a
What's
minute.
up,
Oh,
beautiful?
whoops. Wait, my camera was up. Oh, there we are. Now I think I can see. Wait.
Hello.
Hello. Wait a minute. Is that better?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I don't want you to see my best messy desk, so I'll turn this way. But yeah, it's like, what do you think is one of the biggest things you could tell people if they were like getting ready to switch to a plant-based diet? I would say do it is the one thing. Like you've got to
Just jump
jump
in
in
and have
and do it.
patience.
Mhm.
Have patience with yourself and get set dates. Say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to commit. Commitment is huge.
Mhm.
And to help with commitment, if you set a time frame, like get yourself like one of these. Get yourself like a little handy dandy calendar or a book or whatever,
Yeah.
and or so you can see it right in your face, or on your phone your calendars have it where you can click the date and type in an event, and maybe even set an alarm to go with it, but track it.
Yeah.
Okay, track your commitment and say, from this time to this time I'm going to commit to eating plant-based, or I'm going to commit to eating that one salad a day, or working out, or whatever it is. But with this plant-based thing, with this salad challenge, set it for like a week.
Yeah.
I'm going to have this salad challenge for 7 days straight, and if I make it past that, like what you did, Jen, when you
I
first
started
started,
for
if I
three
make it
days.
past that.
I think I did. I wanted to do 3 days. And then what ended up happening, like I was starting to say, I was like, yeah, I can do this. I think I'll go a little bit longer. And then I went a little bit longer. I went a week. And then it was like, you know what? I think I can do this for a month. And that's how it just,
Next thing, it was 3 months, then 6 months, then a year had gone by, and now
April 5th.
that was 2019. Now that's 4 years
Yeah, that's
under your
crazy,
belt
isn't it? Like 4 years
coming
have
up.
gone by. It doesn't make sense. It's like I can't believe that, and but it really starts with one day.
Dude, I
So
was just
start
thinking earlier,
tomorrow
in 4 months, it'll
and say
be August since, and I stopped eating pizza August of last year. 4 months from now, it'll be a whole year since I had pizza.
that is
Can you
wonderful.
believe that? You know how much I was eating pizza.
And you're like, I can tell you're like clearer than ever. Like talking about like, when you come to like mucus and things like that, you
Yeah,
don't deal with a lot of colds or anything like that
no
at all.
colds, nothing like
You
that.
know, it's unbelievable what can happen when you make a commitment to that because it adds up that quickly. I
Yeah,
think you said this before on one of your live streams. You're going to do something every day, you know? So
right.
you might as well do something that each day is going to add up to something that is going to make you
It's gonna
better,
add to your
and you're not
experience,
even going to believe it. Like if you just really everything starts with that moment. So tonight, what you're choosing, if you already have it in your house, just start with eating vegetables tonight. Start eating a salad, eat steamed vegetables, start getting used to those flavors because your taste will change And, for dressing, I've been using this Broswell's organic raspberry vinaigrette. It's really good, but you can even make your own. Like, you can get creative. That's what I've been doing lately, putting some like olives, some lemon juice, a little bit of balsamic, maybe somebody told me they have pomegranate vinaigrette. I mean, avocado smoothie and that all together. You don't have to get that into it if you want to buy the store bought, organic dressing, but watch
Dude,
the
I got into
ingredients. I'm like
remember
so
that
whole
salad
food.
dressing? I made a salad dressing about a year ago that we got right on YouTube. Has a ton of them.
Hmm.
And that's how I got turned on to avocado oil because that was the base for it. It was like a cup of avocado oil, and I can't remember what all went in it, but damn, what went in that?
Um, oh, what was it?
It was like a cucumber based salad. And I'm telling you, it was really good. I think oh man, what was the creamy stuff that went in it?
What was that?
I can't remember. But if you look up salad
Is that when you
organic
started
vegan.
drinking the avocado oil?
I don't drink it, but
I mean, using the avocado oil. Let's see if I can look at it.
yeah, yeah, because that was part of it. Um, I know dill went in it. It was a cucumber
Yes,
salad
I remember
dressing.
that's when we bought dill.
That's what it was. It was a cucumber dill salad dressing, and it was I think it was cucumber that went in it. It was dill. It was some avocado oil, and there was some kind of something else that went in that, and I cannot remember what it was. But if you look it up on YouTube, like an organic vegan cucumber dill salad, there's a black guy on there that's doing it. He's in this nice kitchen, and I mean, it's really good. It came out really
And you
good.
can experiment with
I
different
think,
things because everybody has
yeah, make
different
it
tastes.
up.
Like, you don't
Throw
like,
some lime. I think lime was in it.
you enjoy like more of a savory type dressing. I tend to like sometimes a sweeter dressing. So if you like something sweeter, you might be adding different things in it. You could even use like maple. That's what the lady told me it was called. If you're here from my group, I think Susan from the group said it's called like 3-2-1. She was calling it. She used like three, I think it was three parts of the vinegar, and then like she put in lime, or lemon or lime, I believe it was, and then maple syrup and something else. And it was like, wow, okay, you know, just those little things to get creative so that you're not eating as much processed stuff. Like, if you
Yep.
think about it, the like how clean your body will feel, because like that's what the vegetables are essentially doing. They're just like cleaning out your system. So like,
You can juice a bunch of vegetables and make a salad dressing out of that.
yeah. I mean, one of
You
the
know?
best, I put a post up that said, what are your favorite kitchen, must haves for being plant based? And like, definitely food processor and juicer were two that were top. Someone
Yeah.
said their Instapot. Um, but I've never used one of those. That must,
What's that?
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to look it up. Air fryer was one. I think a lot of people use that. We've got, the our food processor. I said this before. I made a post about it. I use that thing every day, whether it be at dinner or lunch, or for my smoothie. I use it to like crush things up. What was that you made the other? Oh,
The
chickpea
chickpea
salad. It
salad,
made our
the
life so
chickpea
much
tuna salad. I
easier.
made it yesterday. Oh my God, that was good. And look, I would sit there with a masher, a potato masher, and mash those beans with that thing. It takes me 10 minutes to make it now, where it took me like 45 minutes before. Because you had to sit there and keep mashing these beans and make them to the texture of tuna fish. Dried seaweed flakes, throw that in there. That even makes it taste more like tuna fish. It is so good. We should get some more of that.
Off, because I see what you mean. I can hear myself. My sound doesn't seem right. Does that sound better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I felt like I was in a tunnel. I'm going to have to figure out why when I'm on camera I can't talk. Uh,
And the cool thing is the chickpea salad is raw, so we
exactly.
don't always we can switch it up some nights and eat that. I love making
Throwing
guacamole.
that
I
on
make the
top of a
chipotle
salad is
guacamole.
good. That's
The guacamole with the snow peas, that was a good snack
That
yesterday.
was a good substitute for chips. Sometimes you're just looking for a crunch and you're looking for
Yeah.
something good. If you're eating raw and you don't want to eat tortilla chips or with a lot of sodium in them, you can eat those snow peas. They dip just like a chip.
I think that's my new thing. I'm off the chips.
Cucumbers,
I've been
same
eating
thing,
chips.
thinly cut sliced
Cucumbers are good with
cucumbers.
it.
I mean, it's like every night I was telling you this, I have like a veggie tray that I do. I don't do like a traditional salad where it's in a bowl and I put dressing on it. That's another
Yeah,
tip
that's
I have.
me.
Don't put dressing right on your salad. If you can, try to start with dipping it, so you can eat some of the vegetables and get the taste of them to start to like appreciate the taste, and you'll find over time you'll be putting less and less dressing on your salad. But if you're eating something like guacamole or chickpea salad, you can put as much as you want. That's only if like people are eating like some kind of dressing they don't want to put a lot on, but the vegetables actually taste good. So tell us real quick how you make we make the chickpea salad. If you guys like tuna salad or you're afraid you won't get seafood taste, dude, this is I mean, it will blow your mind how much it tastes like tuna salad. You mash up the chickpeas, right?
Yep, you drain 2 cans of chickpeas, throw it in the food processor, grind them up, throw some relish in there, maybe a little bit of sugar, just to sweeten it a little bit, and just cut up some onion and some celery, and some vegan
But
Hellmann's.
wait, the secret
You're good to go.
ingredient, seaweed flakes.
Yeah,
Um, the little I
grind that
bought
in with the
those as a
beans.
snack the other day, which that's a really healthy snack to give you a little extra B12. Oh, and you're gonna wanna take B12 if you're going on a plant-based diet because that's one of the things that you get secondary through animals because they eat the vegetables off the ground and get the bacteria and then we eat them. But definitely want to take B12. But B12 is the only other thing is in is sea vegetables, which is like seaweed and kelp and things like that. But those give it that taste like it's been in the sea, I guess, right? Seaweed. It's like just put a couple of them in there, and if
I
you don't wanna
see
eat a
weed and I
lot of it,
smoke
but
it.
Old
Nah,
Old
I'm
Bay
just
is a
kidding.
good seasoning too, or some kind of seafood seasoning I assume you could
Oh, I
use.
forgot to put Old Bay in
I don't
that.
know if we have any, we gotta get some,
Yeah, I don't think we do. Yeah.
but it's so good.
That'll be a good weekend thing. I think I'll stick with the regular veggies throughout the week, and then on the weekends I'll treat us to like a chickpea salad. That'll be good. Make
Yes.
like a big thing of it, and that way we can just have it all weekend with some crackers or something,
You can get so
or the snow peas.
creative.
Instead, I'm trying to stay off of anything that might be baked, cooked, anything. So crackers, chips, none of that can really be eaten. I don't want to torture myself, but those snow peas, I like the taste of them and they give me that crunch that I'm looking for.
If we really wanted to keep it all raw, there is a way you can actually make bread like, with a dehydrator and things. There are recipes out there. I saw one the other day that you can actually make breads that are raw. You can make cakes that are raw cakes. I mean, you can
Huh.
do so much with raw food. It's like I tend to just eat the, salad because it takes me like 5 hours to eat my salad. I don't know if I'd have time to eat anything else by the time I take my little lettuce and I put like the spinach inside of that. I put the little sprouts inside of that. I put a couple of pieces of corn and
She makes
shredded
little baby
celery,
spinach
and then I
wraps.
roll it up, and then I dip it in the raspberry vinaigrette and a little bit of balsamic, and like the whole thing is just such a good taste. And then you crunch into it, and avocado. Oh my goodness, corn. I can't. I'm getting hungry.
I know I'm hungry.
Right? Me too. I'm starving. But the point of this whole live stream, and thank you for coming on and sharing your expertise and your journey with us. We can't wait. We're gonna find out. This is day one of her raw salad challenge.
Mhm.
We're gonna come on next week and see how good you're feeling. She might be bouncing off the walls if she's got this much energy from just one almost salad.
Gotta
um.
got that shoulder soreness from working
Oh
out.
yeah. I worked out
And
for 10
it
minutes.
starts the first day. You're always gonna have something going on.
Yeah, Of course, because you're not used to moving those muscles. That's what we were just talking about, your food
Yep.
muscles.
Getting back into it. I'll never go 3 months again. I'm like, what was I crazy?
Your taste can definitely change, over time, and your just like your muscles can. So, I hope we've all gotten excited. And don't forget, when you go to the store, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to buy a bunch of vegan substitute items. You can just go right and get your vegetables, get your fruits, and it's just it'll be the best thing you've done. I can't say enough, but at least try it, give it a try, get into it, get some if you don't want to go all completely raw, you can add some whole grain 7 grain rice is what I've been eating. It's so good. And you put some beans with it. You can make all kinds of different recipes with beans and mushrooms and all kinds of things there are to eat. You don't have to, and then we just tried jackfruit for the first time the other night, which is crazy how that is textured. Like people use it to make pulled pork barbecue, and it really did have that texture. So that's another thing, even if you're eating raw, you could use is the jackfruit, and season that up. I'm thinking you could make seafood out of that too. Looking at the texture, like it almost remind you of like a type of seafood, like flaky, like fish. Um,
I'd like to get it without that sauce on
oh,
it.
that's what the problem was. The sauce they used, we didn't like because I thought I was buying regular jackfruit, but it ended up they sent us they sent us jackfruit with like barbecue sauce on it. It was it was in a
Yeah, I
package.
had one taste of it. I'm like, nah, it's all
I just wanted to
right.
find out the texture, but it wasn't good barbecue sauce, so we're gonna make our own. Someone on my group posted a barbecue sauce recipe too. I think it was Debbie Conley, and I'm definitely going to try that because that barbecue sauce sounded like it was going to be good. I mean, there's so many experienced people in the vegan knowledge group. I just say one thing, I'm like, I need to know how to make a dressing or how do you prepare jackfruit, and like they know, like some of the group members have been vegan for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and then we have people that are just kind of looking into it and or just thinking about it or don't even care and are just getting information, or they go on for the funny memes. Did you see that one the other day I shared? It's this big bush, like literally like an outside bush with somebody's head poking out, and it said rare footage. My sister Brooke shared it with me. Rare footage of a vegan being born. So you got to keep it light, you got to keep it fun and
Keep it
think
light.
about it like an adventure. I know I was somebody who was for 42 years, I thought you had to have meat on your plate. Dawn will tell you probably for about 6 months straight, I ate an Outback steak and a salad every night when we were doing deliveries. That was my meal. That's what I had. So I went from that, always eating burgers. I made barbecue chicken a lot. Like my meals never really included a lot of vegetables. And one of the things I realized, I just kind of flipped the switch on it. And I'm telling you, after about 2 weeks, I was literally craving these vegetables and getting so excited about preparing it. I could sit down next to her with a crab cake, which was one of my favorite meals, and didn't want it. Not didn't have to pull myself away from it. I didn't want it. Like literally, if you've ever given up anything before, it's kind of like if you gave up smoking, giving up meat and dairy. Once you know what it does to you and you
Hmm.
see and you get it out of your system, out of your head.
You no
Same
longer
with
crave it.
exactly. You
People can
know.
have it around you and you don't even feel anything because it's like it's not what you do.
Yeah.
Just like somebody could be around me and smoke a cigarette, and I smoked for 6 years. I just tried it out and I dug it for a minute and then I got out of it. And I could be around somebody smoking cigarette. Now I'm like, nope.
Exactly. Don't want it. And that's the thing, once you find out what happens to animals in the animal industry, like I was talking about last week, how the cows are, artificially inseminated and then the babies are taken away and they're over milked, so there's like pus and infections getting in our milk. And then you find out that animals are being like, oh, if you think about what's going on, we love dogs and cats, and then we're letting all these animals, billions a day, get slaughtered and live in fear in little cages, and like, just after a while, to me it started out about health benefits, but it evolved into more of animal and then the environmental. Like, I heard that we could basically solve world hunger if we took all the food that we were feeding the animals to feed like such a small amount of people. All of the livestock, we're feeding them all these great fruits and grains and vegetables and
Yep.
using all this field space and water, and then killing them, so we can eat like a couple of meals when we could be, it's like, for so many reasons, not just because I want to prevent and reverse disease and feel good, and keep my weight down, and just really feel all this energy, and like I feel better spiritually. So for me it's kind of like a win-win. But for me, I also know that change is really difficult. When you're in, you can be on this live stream right now and be saying, I think I'm going to do this. But when you wake up tomorrow and you're in your regular life and you wake up and your refrigerator has the same old stuff in it, you're going to pull out a chocolate bar, or you're going to pull out
Like,
the
I'll start
eggs.
tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow, and tomorrow never
You
comes.
gotta get rid of all that stuff, and you gotta only put good
Burn the
stuff in your
bridge.
house. And if you're with family that's not gonna, adhere to it, start easing it in on them a little bit at a time. Like, maybe say, hey, I bought this, plant-based milk. I'm gonna drink that, but you're welcome to try it if you want. Isn't it good? Maybe give them a drink. The best way to turn somebody on to being plant-based and make them believe you is to let them try what you're cooking. Say, hey, try a little bit of what I made tonight. And when they see how good that is, then they may end up saying, okay, you know what, I could do this. Because initially when you think about it, you're thinking, okay, this is going to be, this is not going to be fun.
Right.
I'm used to eating this. But it's like, really, it's like a habit with anything else. It's going to be uncomfortable at first, but then you're going to get excited about it, and it's what you're going to crave. Just like when you were a kid, you don't eat the same things as you did when you were a teenager, and when you're a teenager you probably like more stuff now as an adult. So
That's
your
it.
tastes change like every, what is it, like 10 years or something like that.
Yep. Yep.
Just change
Yep.
it to, you're already going to eat something. It's with every little choice you make, just make a good choice. Put something in that's going to fuel you, like I said in the video, and you'll look young like Dawn. She's the poster child. All right, let's get out of here. Let's
All right.
Buddha, I want to thank you. She said more energy, you start to have a glow, and it can make you happier. Absolutely. Thank you so much
Definitely.
for joining and supporting this channel. I'm really excited to have you here, and I thank everyone for listening. Dawn, thank you. Buddha said, let's get vegan to 15,000 subscribers. Don't forget
Yeah,
to hit
baby.
that like button, comment, and
Thank you, Buddha.
subscribe to
You're
become a
awesome,
member of
girl.
the
Thank you.
Veganomics crew. Thank you. I love
I'm gonna
Buddha.
start doing some more. They're talking about banning TikTok, but I'm gonna start throwing some more TikToks up, and just start doing some more edited videos on my channel as well. I've just been doing the live streams because I've been so focused on the trading. But I got to get back into putting more content on my channels too, so that we can. And we did start watching You, by the way. We binged quite a few shows. That is a wild
It
show.
is
I had to
weird.
take a break from that because that was messing with my mind. That show was wild. Is
I thought it was
wild.
so innocent at first, and then it was like, ooh, it became weird.
I like it. I like it
Yeah.
though.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow already and talking these things. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow if you're catching the replay and you like reality TV. Check out J&J Video Reacts. And
Tuesday takeover, baby.
Tuesday, we're there Tuesday, usually 7:30, 8 or 8:30 usually, right? You'll come
Yep.
on?
I usually like to come on at 7:30, and if I'm running behind, it usually ends up being 8 o'clock.
All right, cool. Well,
So
I'm
it's
definitely
always
gonna
between
be
seven
there.
thirty and 8.
We're gonna talk some. I can't wait to talk about these crazy people on the other way. Oh, that's
Oh
gonna be
man,
fun. But
Nicole.
we will go out with, remember that you can prevent and reverse type 2 diabetes if you have it. You can even, prevent any kind of ailment that you have, and even reverse it. People have, and we'll be doing some interviews soon. Oh, next week, talking about J&J's show tomorrow, but next week we've got Angel and Light from gentleworld.org is going to be on here, and he has been vegan, I think, oh my gosh, I forget how many years, but a lot of years, has seen a lot of changes since he became vegan. And so it's going to be exciting to talk with him and hear all of the changes that have happened. I listened to Marakita, who's an excellent vegan coach. If you have a chance, check her out. She is a group member, and if you need help, she does coaching. But she interviewed Angel and Light, and he was talking about how, even though it seems like some days it might get frustrating that the world doesn't know what goes on with animals, and that a lot of people are not, taking control of their health, look how far we have come. At least we have, like when he first started, there were no vegan options of anything. There weren't vegan restaurants. People didn't even know what it was,
To be
and
vegan.
some of the health benefits. At least we have a certain percentage of the world now who knows, and there's different vegan businesses starting to pop up. So I'm really excited about it. I'm
Me
like,
too.
I just love that we come on
Because
here
we're
and
getting
tell.
support.
Yeah.
More foods are being made, more restaurants are popping up that support a vegan lifestyle. So it makes it a lot easier when you have those things readily available, and easier to educate yourself on it when there's information and more people doing it that are putting information out there. And YouTube is a huge help. We didn't have YouTube back in the day. Not we weren't vegans then, but vegans didn't have YouTube and things like they have
Hmm.
now to help spread the word. Like internet wasn't even a thing. So yeah, it's a good time to be a vegan.
Definitely. And it's a good time to be alive.
Period.
I'm excited. And come on the page, if you search Veganology on Facebook, or make a comment here, and I'll be able to get your information. I'll be posting the salad list. We'll post it in the description tomorrow. And I can also email you a grocery list if you want to go whole food, and we'll do a meal plan. We can customize it, for you. So, and there's no charge, just wanting you to get healthy.
There you
I
go.
know. So when you think about, oh, you're going to email me something, I'm scared. But no, it's really nothing. I don't get paid by the Fruit and Veggie Association, if there is one. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Buddha. And thank you, Dawn, for the beautiful pictures and the uploading the videos.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Buddha, and anybody else that's listening. And we're going to end this with Jen's poem.
Thank you.
Night, guys.
If we can become a plant based nation, we could get off all our medication. We want to keep doing things like we were, donating to organizations claiming to fight for a cure. But the cure is already in front of our eyes, and it's time for us to wake up and realize. We may not want to believe we have control. It's easier for most of us to metaphorically live in a hole. So many stories of how being plant-based has reversed disease. It's funny that we can't stop eating meat with ease. We want to continue to look for the answer, yet people have reversed even cancer. I think finally as a nation, it's time to give people the truthful information. Your hard-earned money is what you pay to take your medicine day after day. Sadly, there's a lot of money being made in people staying sick. This has to finally make something click. We have to have this revelation that a cure means not selling medication. There's so many myths and misconceptions, but it's eye-opening once you make the connections. That meat and dairy are causing insulin resistance, it's not sugar and carbs causing diabetes, for instance. Scientifically, our bodies are not set up like carnivores. We model those who eat plants. If you can heal, why not give it a chance? You follow your car's owner's manual for what gas it takes, yet for our bodies without care, we feed it steaks. That's like giving an unleaded car diesel to drink. Our bodies will reject it, don't you think? I'm not here to tell you what to do, but to be a voice, that when it comes to your health, you have the choice. With just a few adjustments to your diet, I can help if you just want to try it. I've found testimonials that people have reversed every ailment and disease by simply eliminating meat, eggs, milk, and cheese. There's a tasty substitute for all the things you already eat. You can get all your nutrients without eating meat. Save the animals, the environment, and yourself just by making a few different selections off the grocery store shelf. It's never too late. I've seen it work at all age ranges. It's my passion, and I can't wait to hear about your positive health changes. It's time for the world to wake up and heal, and you can start with your very next meal.